just as...
October?
Nah, it's abs.
Abs?
Yeah.
Abby?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you feel like calling me, to be honest, you know. October Red's a stage name.
Yeah.
The channel name. But you know what? I'm joined by, I've got to say, one of my favourite people in boxing, Paul Stevenson. It's a pleasure. And I'm happy to have you here.
Likewise.
And you've got about 5,000 people on this card.
Yeah.
Over to you. This is the Paul Stevenson show, so over to you.
Yeah, it's good. Got 5 of the lads on. It's what we'd want really, because you know the club having almost like our own show. You know now, the world champion, top of the bill, British champion. You know, great. All our lads getting showcased. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be some night.
What's it been like, the journey for you? You know, I remember speaking to you all those years ago. I remember you mentioning all of these fighters to me. World champion, British champion. Talk to us about that graph, Paul.
Yeah, well, it's been a long time coming. It's something that it's been the focus, but you know now we're here, and yeah, it's just good to see the hard work pay off from me and Ant and from the boxers more than anything. You know what they've. Them lads just nailing it, performing, you know, when it matters most. What a great journey we're on, and we're only just starting, you know, at the minute. I mean, this is Nick's first defence, Andrew's first defence, but this is going to be hopefully the start of long and terrible reigns by these lads. You know, that's what we want.
Listen, a coach, I've just spoke to a couple of your fighters, and they've described you as somebody that's able. You've got like this. They call you a teacher. That was their words. You're able to train each fighter individually based on their skill set. Talk to us about that, because then it doesn't become like the Paul Stevenson side. It's like you are developing the fighters to work towards their attributes.
Yeah.
What makes you different, and what makes you do that for your fighters? Because not everybody does that, Paul.
You know, I couldn't say what makes me different or from any other person in my position. I don't know. I have my way of looking at the world and looking at the situation and looking at the battles that are coming and have come, and where I think we're good, you know, as you said, they're acting like almost like a lens for focusing what the boxer could be and seeing what's possible for that fighter as well, you know. And then it's such a big job. I mean, breaking down world level styles and getting our fighters past them, and it's, you know. But again, I'm not someone who's standing like talking about how great we're doing and everything else. We're doing a good job. No, that is true. But at the same time, I like it to be the focus on the fighters more than anything else. You know, they're achieving. They're the ones doing the hard thing as well. At the end of the day, putting it all together in the ring under pressure. So, just more power to them, innit? You know what I mean?
Nick Ball, world champion.
Yeah.
The fight that he had, I call him, like, I've nicknamed him myself, the mini Mike Tyson, because of his style, because of how he's aggressive, because the way he jumps into punches, the way he sticks on your chest. Listening to you in the corner with him, it's so calm, composed, and you don't necessarily shout out like boxing moves. I've listened to you for like years. It's like you're trying to calm them down, get them into a correct mindset to go back out there and take the job at hand.
Yeah, I mean, every fight's different, as you said, but it's problem solving, isn't it? At the end of it, there's a lot of energy involved, a lot of emotion involved, which one's keeping hold of and tight. And I suppose it's my job not to, not to let things get crazy in there, any crazier than they have to be anyway. But at the same time, if something needs changing, then I've got to speak more strongly than others. So, but for us, we have a clear sort of idea going in of what we're doing, but also very much in my mind is the fact that once the bell goes, anything can happen, and that you've got to learn to think and strategize on the wing, and think that's a big strength in our corner where, you know, we're good at doing that, and we're not out of our comfort zone at all when things go in an unexpected way, you know what I mean?
No, but I love to listen to that. It's like you said, you're thinking and strategizing while your fighter's in there. So when they come back into that corner for that 60 seconds, you've got to be able to explain and probably tell them, look, you've got to start to either up the gears, you've got to start to step on it. He's going to come at you with this. You've got to do that. Having that quick thinking like mindset, and like you said, you're dealing with world champions now. Your fighters are world champions.
Yeah.
It's high level that they're fighting at. How do you keep your composure and make sure those instructions are clear and concise, and your fighter remains relaxed?
I don't know where it sort of comes from. It's just the way I am. But after it, I laugh because when I watch the fights back,
Yeah.
I'm often whoa, and I'm more nervous watching it back than in the ring. I'm not. I'm proper cold as ice. But the with big fights, big moments in the fights, as you said, just composed, know what I'm doing, know where we are in the fights always, and but yeah, after it, when I look back and the shots are missing by a millimetre, and these, it's weird. I don't know. Just something we do it every day, don't we? I've done for many years, experienced, and it's hard earned. This like what looks like cool and calm in the corner, it's hard earned, and I've got faith in them lads. I know what they can do, and I know what I'm asking of them. I'm not asking them to fly. If some trainers, I suppose, if your lad's struggling, you can ask the fighters to do anything, but you're asking them something real, something that he can do. You know what I mean? How well do you know? So it all goes in, doesn't it?
Defence then for Nick Ball, who's standing behind us at the moment. First defence. Does that make you nervous? Because all right then, he's done the hard work. He's got there. To be fair, he should have had the belts before, but we're not going to get into that. He's there now. He's got it. Is the hardest bit getting it, or is it maintaining it?
Everyone wants it. We want it. It's not, doesn't make me nervous in any way. This is what we've worked so hard to do. This is what we want to do. You know what I mean? This is where we are. So it's a nice thing to have. Fighters typically, Nick definitely, you'll see once they achieve something like this, the milestone. If it's a Formula One driver, his first race win, or a boxer, they become a champion, they just raise the game about 25% or so, as a figure pulled out the air. They rise with it, they rise to the occasion, and that's what I'm really looking forward to seeing. Like now that Nick's champion is already in his last two fights beat the two best featherweights in the world. What British fighter ever, or even world fighter, has gone in with the two best at the weight? And it's like one of our middleweights going in with Golovkin and Alvarez back to back and doing them both, you know what I mean? No one's doing that, what Nick's done. And so I'm looking forward to seeing him do this first defence in style, with class, and terrorise this division for years to come, you know what I mean?
Beautiful words, terrorise the division. You've got 5 fighters on this card, and look, maybe it's just the way I see it. I'm not a trainer. How on earth do you have that many fighters on one card in one night? Some of them are going to be back to back. You're going to be ripping off T-shirts for one and sponsors on the T-shirt, putting on the other one, running back out to the ring. Your calm demeanour, dealing with that. How does that work? How are you going to focus throughout the night, Paul?
Just good organisation will be needed, and in advance, and discipline as well, and a coolness, because every fighter's got a different fight, and for whatever reason, my mind is able to, as probably most good trainers, to be able to split themselves between each one. One job's done, the next one. But while I'm focusing on this job, I've still got one eye on the job to come as well, and the one behind that. But not forgetting, we've had obviously been doing these on different levels for a while. So even those small shows would have had 10 fighters on one after the other, back to back, and all with different opponents. It's not new. It's just at a different level. Yeah, we're okay with it. You know what I mean? We're good with it.
Listen, I love it. I'm super happy for you.
Thank you.
Happy for the gym, putting Liverpool on the map. Literally, like I said, this is like the Paul Stevenson show. Look, the main man behind us, Frank Warren, there, that's making it all happen.
Yeah.
I wish you guys all the best.
Thank you.
October the 5th, it's all Liverpool's turn.
Yeah. Great. Thanks a lot. Nice one.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.